And unfortunately, this is not going to be my only video tonight. There's nothing in my mind except that I miss her. And maybe I didn't do enough, but I sure tried. I sure tried to give her everything that I could. And maybe it'll work out. Maybe she'll come back. But honestly, it's a tough road to get there when you love somebody and you don't want to let them go. I've tried love more times than I can count, thinking that each one will end up different, but they never were. She's different. She gave me hope, and she gave me a home. We created a home together that, even though it was a little studio apartment, I mean, that was my heaven. That was the only place I wanted to be, and I still want to be there. It's taking me so much just to not come by. Last night I came over and we talked. You hardly looked at me. I just want to know if seeing me just causes you pain. And I want to know if eventually it'll go away. I wonder if one day you'll be able to look at me and see that I was your heaven too. And hopefully I still am. I hope you don't move on. I'm selfish with you. I'm so selfish with you, and I don't care. I don't care that I'm selfish with you. When you're the only thing that I want on this earth. When I want to marry you. Never proposed to anybody else. You were my first. And I'm pretty sure you'll be my last. I want you to know that if I didn't do enough, I just want you to know that that's not all I had. My brain's been swimming in weed for the last 4 years. And 3 days ago, I decided to go cold turkey just to get some clarity. And of course, it's hard. I've got my bong and an eighth and a lighter right there. I can start anytime I want. But there are just some things that are more important. There are things that I want more than weed. In the spirit of a whiskey lullaby, in the spirit of a whiskey lullaby, I just can't do it. I bought a bottle of alcohol, took one sip and dumped the rest out, trying to hide or push away my feelings until I get sober, but it doesn't work like that. Healing doesn't work like that. I want you to know that if you don't come back, that I'm okay with it. Even though everybody's telling me it's not my fault, I don't want to believe them. I still want to do more. If you've ever loved anybody like this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you say that your whole world flips upside down when she leaves, or he leaves. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel sad. But the best thing that you can do for yourself is really just get some more clarity. Clarity is the most important thing to me right now. And the clarity wants me to take it. I haven't been on good terms with God ever since high school. I stopped believing when things just seemed too bad. I wanted to believe that there was no higher power and that humans just created religion for hope. But God's been by my side every single day, and He's been telling me so many good things. I truly believe that God wanted us to be together. I truly believed that I still do believe that one day when she's done healing, that she'll come back. And it sucks just saying things, not being able to prove it to her. But I have so much more to give her that our love will sing for generations, and that whenever she does come back, my arms will be open to her, just as God's arms are always open to me. I loved her more than a girlfriend. She was my high school friend, and we'd hang out sometimes, but never alone. But she never ever wanted to do me any harm. And about 8 months ago, she wanted to hang out, and that's exactly what we did. We hung out and we started realizing that we're almost the same person. Sometimes when I think about you, I think about all of the good things that we had. And I start thinking about all of the bad things that I couldn't control. I just hope that one outweighs the other, and that eventually, I'll find what I've always been looking for. Because I'm not afraid of being alone. I'm afraid that she's gonna wise up and realize that there's so many people that are better than me. But even though I forgot some of the things that my dad taught me when I was little, I just forgot them when I was with her. I never checked my emotions at the door and always came in pissed off from work and ended up taking it out on her. There were a lot of fights that I'd start for no reason. And for a while I thought that she was cheating on me. It took me a really long time to realize that she was different, for sure. She's different. I found faith in God again, because there's no other thing that I can really guess that's telling me all these sweet things. God put me through a trial because I was selfish. And I really didn't understand how someone could be hurting so bad. I always thought that I could help her, but the thing she needed most was to be alone at this time. She's told me that ever since her parents started having problems when she was little, she's always had a boyfriend to look after her, and that she's truly never ever been alone. She spent more time in relationships, trial and error, than she's been without. She's always had somebody there with her to help ease the pain from her childhood trauma. And with the easiest heart, I took it. And I just wanted to help her heal. Right now, all I can do is check my notifications and hope that she texts. But honestly, I don't know the next time that I'll hear from her. I don't know the next time that I'll see her. I don't even know if she wants us. I really hope she gets some clarity too. She's been the only thing that I've wanted since the day that I first saw her back down here. A 4-hour drive meant nothing because I was able to see her. I didn't even know that she liked me. I was so stupid that the first night that she fell asleep in my arms while I watched The Notebook by myself, I knew that from that point that something was different. Something about her drew me into her. And as much as I don't want to hold on, because if it doesn't end up working out, then that's gonna be so much pain that I'll have to go through again. All was forgiven with her. And if there's any hope, God will send me a message. And if you're going through the same thing, just wait for God to give you something. God's always looking out for us. And He puts us through these trials and tribulations, but it ends up making us stronger people. It ends up making us realize what we want in this world. And all I want in this world is a happy family that I didn't have growing up. I realized a lot of things really early on, and sometimes I just think to myself that whatever I create, it's gonna be 1,000,000 times better. So don't give up hope, and keep your chin up, because God has a plan for all of us. Have a good night. Thank you for listening.